Hi, my name is Nicole Thomas, and I am a graduate from Bryant and Stratton College with an associate in Human and Social Services. I will begin with questions for interview. Tell us about yourself and what you think sets you apart from other applicants. Well, first of all, I am a mother, a daughter, and a college graduate. I volunteer my I volunteer my time helping seniors to age gracefully and live independent by instructing skill building for their everyday living and mentoring teens to think about their future and making a change that will change their lives for the greater good for their future because they will not be teens much longer. What sets me apart from other applicants is that I care about results. I want to see everyone win, so it is my desire to get individuals to be independent and functional by helping them to realize their greatest purpose in life and how to maintain their independence. Briefly describe your biggest professional weakness. Allowing my emotions to interfere when someone has had a rough go in life. I try to fix all of their problems, forgetting that the person at some point has to take account of their own lives and stop waiting for someone else to do for them that which they could do themselves. So I have to most times take a step back and just tell myself, coach them in a direction that they need to go in order to gain some independence and control back over their lives. Question number 3. Tell us about a time where you showed grit in the workplace. Okay. Well, I had to stand up to my manager. I was set to take a company trip to certify my training credentials for our third party company at a call center that I worked for. We had 2 trainers and I was promoted to the third trainer. One of our trainers, he left, and the other guy, he was pulled by our third party because the company felt that he was ineffective in training their product. So that meant that my manager had to train these classes until I was certified to train the classes by myself. So my manager did not want to train these classes, so she went behind my back and told her boss, which was our site manager, that I was not ready to go and be certified. I did not know this at the time. So she scheduled me to train these classes anyways, and I still did not know that she pulled the plug on my going to be certified by our third party. So during the third day of my training, this class, the hiring manager happened to sit in on my class. She was retrieving documents from one of the new hires, not the hiring manager, but the recruiting manager. She saw how well I handled the class and that I was doing an extremely wonderful job with the new trainees. Before she left the classroom, she slipped me a note and asked me to stop by her office on break. So on our 20-minute break, I went to see her. She told me that my manager was being investigated and that they did not have proof to get rid of her. And that she told them that I was not ready to take the trip to Texas for certification, and that I was not to be training a class alone. That the customer contract clearly states that every trainer has to be certified by them. So, to make a long story short, I did not let my manager know what I knew, But I did tell her that I will not continue to train the class, and that she will have to finish the 12 days of training because I did not want any repercussions from me training this class by myself. So she attempted to pay me to stay on and train these classes. She offered me $150. I declined and I went to the site manager. The site manager officially had enough uh, information and evidence to terminate her employment from the company. He emailed her and told her that he needed her to come into his office the following day. So my manager felt that something was off, and she had saw me go into the site manager's office prior to her receiving that email. And she had been texting me and asking me, um, why did the site manager wanted to see me? Because he wants to see her next in the morning, and that she really needed to know because she feels like they are trying to set her up. So I'm thinking to myself, why would they be trying to set you up if you haven't done anything? So, anyways, she, before the morning came, she sent the site manager a resignation stating that she was resigning from her position mainly because she didn't want to be terminated, um, and so that she could find employment somewhere else. And I would say that is the basis of me having to show some grit in the workplace. I stood my ground and I did not allow the manager to unethically try to um, persuade me to do something that she knows was wrong. And now that I had knowledge of, I was not going to continue to do that as well. Okay, next question. Summarize where you see yourself in your career in the next 5, 10, and 20 years. I plan to have a master's degree within the next 5 years. It is my hope and desire to own and operate a facility for reentry, offering programs and independent living skills, coaching offenders on how to live without drug use, being a drug dealer, or breaking the law. Retraining an individual's thought process to think on a bigger scale, to think about their future and that future looks like within the next 25 years. I hope to be federally funded within 15 years from now, showing the government that individuals can and will change if someone takes notice in them and teach them new skills and change a damaged thought process that was inherited through and by biological, psychological, and social cultural influences and contributing to abnormal behavior patterns, including substance use disorders and co-occurring disorders. Next question. Imagine you were promoted within the workplace. Describe how you would deal with your colleagues who may have been passed over for a promotion or your coworkers who had been your peers but are now your subordinates. Okay, so I would have a meeting, I would call a meeting with my colleagues and my peers and let them know that I am now operating in a different position of authority. Although I am still their friend, that we all still have a job to do, and let not my job title interfere or change the work that they still do for our clients. I will be overseeing, I will let them know that I will be overseeing our day-to-day operations and will meet with them weekly as a group and individually to promote a better self-awareness and to ensure that all of them are meeting their goals as well as the company's goal. Okay. Identify what kind of person you have difficulty working with. Well, for me, the person that I have the most difficult time working with is someone that think that they know it all. They are not adept to receiving feedback or personal development and are negative about life and never has a positive word to say about anything or anyone. Just being a negative Nancy. This type of person has no room for growth and they will tend to uh, spoil the atmosphere, the work atmosphere. Next question. Explain how you handle conflict in the workplace with coworkers or with clients, patients, or customers. Okay, so in the workplace, instead of me assuming that I am the uh, intended target of the conflict, I prefer to confront the issue and ask, is everything okay? Is there something troubling you that I have noticed a change in attitude? And is there something we need to talk about to help you move past this conflict or situation? With a patient, same thing, but I would observe them for a while to actually see what the problem could be before I approached. In most cases, there's a misunderstanding between two people. It is best to address the situation and clear the air so that everyone can move on. And in my previous roles with my clients, whenever there was conflict or tension, I would always kind of check and be upfront. Is there something bothering you? Is pretty much just giving them a chance to share if there was a problem because maybe their thinking is not actually what it really is. So, and with a customer, by showing empathy and being understanding, apologizing that this has happened to them, and to reassure my willingness to help them to resolve the problem right away, to make sure that I can fix whatever is wrong with that customer. So that is how I would handle conflict between a customer, a patient, and coworkers. Next question. Detail what motivates and inspires you in the workplace. Career growth and evolving change within the company. In a place where everyone is positive and operating in the same direction for the betterment of the company and its customers. Next question. Summarize what you like best about your current or most recent job and why you are leaving that position. In my most recent job, I like the fact that I was making a difference in the lives of seniors, which allowed me to make an impact in their life, helping them to live independent and working with them, skill building, and with memory care. And just seeing a smile back on their faces and them recognizing that had I not been in their lives, they would still probably be sleeping all day, and just have no will to continue to live. So, in that alone, that gives me a lot of joy because I was able to give back to them something that they thought that they had lost. This concludes the end of my interview video. Thank you and have a great day. Goodbye.